Welcome into the 8 o'clock hour of KPRC 2 Plus Now. I'm Zach Lajway. All week long, we've been talking about our hometown girl, Beyonce, and the anticipation of her new album, Cowboy Carter, which dropped at midnight. This album has sparked numerous conversations about the roots of country music and black artists. It's also renewed interest in highlighting the history of black cowboys. Here in Texas, during the 1800s, 1 in 4 cowhands were black. Joining me in studio to talk more about the history is Larry Callis. Larry, good morning, sir. Thank you so much for coming in.
Good morning.
We appreciate your time.
Thank you for having me. Thanks for having me.
How excited are you with the release of Beyonce's new album?
I'm very excited. I'm very, very excited.
It's a big day for her. It's a big day for Houston, and then, of course, all of Texas. I first want to talk about your passion for being a cowboy culture, and how it began for you at a very young age.
Very young age. I started being a cowboy when I was about 5 years old.
5 years old?
First of all, I'm going to tell you why I talk like I do.
Okay.
I used to be a country and western singer.
Oh, wow.
In the 70s. I had a band called Larry Callis and the Bronco Band. And I lost my voice in 1990.
1990.
When I lost my voice, I lost my manager and I lost my band. But I'm a Christian first and I'm a cowboy second. I know when God closes one big door, he opens up a big one. Now I have the Black Cowboy Museum in Rosenberg.
Wow.
And Beyonce heard me or saw me in a clip on YouTube. And she said she wanted to, because when she heard where cowboys came from, she wanted to be a cowgirl. And where cowboys came from was blacks in the 1860s were cowboys. They had a houseboy, a yard boy, and a cowboy as slaves. And that's where the word cowboy came from.
That evolution of...
That evolution.
Yeah, yeah.
And country music came before that. Country music came in when cowboys would take the cattle from here to Kansas. They would drive cattle, and some of them would have guitars, and they played to their horse.
Isn't that
They
something?
played to the cows, and they started country music.
Anybody who would listen, right?
Yeah.
That's
Anything
really
that
incredible.
would listen.
Right, anything. The rocks, the grass, the
Yes.
trees. I love that. I love that. You know, take us back to you in your singing days. You know, as you mentioned, you lost your voice in 1990. And I'm asking you this because I know a lot of folks listening right now and watching, they might be experiencing their own adversity. You said you leaned into your faith, right? Your culture.
I stepped out in the faith.
Yes. What do you want people to keep in mind, to grab a hold of when they're going through that hardship?
Well, when I went through this hardship, God asked me to open up a museum. I didn't want to open up a museum. I wanted to be a country and western singer. But I lost my voice.
Yeah.
He said, step out in faith. And I actually stepped out in faith.
Yeah.
And
Trust.
and this is what happened. Everything started falling in place. I got the museum. I'm doing well with it. And I told people where cowboys really came from.
Yeah.
And that's when Beyonce heard it. And she was in the Houston Chronicle. And she said when she realized where cowboys came from, she wanted to be a cowgirl.
That's something.
And then I was on the front page of the New York Times.
Check this out.
I was on the front page of the New York Times.
Yeah, right here.
Ken Burns was talking about me. He said cowboys and country music, two fixtures of the Americana, came from black cowboys.
Yeah.
And they said a black cowboy confronts the whitewash history of the West.
Larry Callis comes from a long line of black Americans living and working on the frontier.
That's right.
This
And
was
I'm on
in
the front
2020.
page in 2020.
3 years after you opened the museum.
Yes.
That's incredible. What was this moment like for you?
That was incredible. First, I was in there in 2019. This is the New
Restoring
York
black
Times.
cowboys to the range.
Yeah. Then they found out where cowboys and country music came from. They didn't believe me in 2019. So they asked Ken Burns, and Ken Burns said, "This man is telling the truth. We're Cowboys."
For people interested in stopping by, learning more about Cowboys with your museum, what do you expect they'll walk away with after visiting?
Pride.
Pride.
Pride. That's what they are. And the spiritual pride. I'm a spiritual man, and I want people to know who God is and where Cowboys came from.
I understand there are plans to expand your museum.
Yes. It's going to be in Kendleton, Texas.
Oh, wow, that's gorgeous.
And it's
Look at
going to
this.
have 8,000 square feet.
That's stunning.
And it's going to be in Kendleton, Texas. I'm in 2 little small rooms in Rosenberg right now. They're not small, but they're pretty small compared to
modest, right? Compared to this. When do you anticipate this will open?
Well, they're going to start working on it this summer.
This summer.
I got a proclamation from Mr. McCoy, Commissioner McCoy, Saturday, and they said they're going to start it this summer. So
Oh, hot off the press, right?
Yeah,
Breaking news.
ready.
Yeah, I know in addition to all of this work you're doing with the museum, you're also working on a book.
Yes, I have a book. It's out now. It's called Here Comes Larry Callis Stepping Out in Faith. And it has so much history that people are not going to believe the history that I have in this little small book.
Wow, that's incredible.
And it's on sale at the museum right now.
Right now, okay. Well, Mr. Callis, we so much appreciate your time this morning. Thank you.
Hey, thank you for having me.
Thank you very much for
I
coming in.
appreciate it.
Yes.
Thank you. God bless.